Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien on Thursday, March 19th. Sorry I missed yesterday. But to answer your questions on the coronavirus, uh, a lot of people have asked me what's going on here. Well, let me tell you, it's what they call a pandemic. And you've had small ones in your lifetime. You had SARS and MARS, which was usually China, and then you had the Legionnaire's disease back in 1976, which came and went, only affected a small number of people. Nobody knows why, but even today they can't tell you why. Uh, you have to go back to 1918 to the Spanish flu, which started in the U.S. in Haskell County, Kansas. And, the estimates are 50 to 100 million people dead worldwide over that. The official U.S. toll is 628,000. But you have to go back to antiquity and the Middle Ages for the pandemics that we had. Say, the curse was the 16th century with Nostradamus that came in around 1530 and took the lives of his wife and infant son Caesar. Nostradamus never recovered from that. Now, he, besides being a, how would you say, seer and prognosticator of future events, as most people would know, his legacy would have been uh, done because he was a physician, a healer. And his rate of healing was over 90%, which even today a doctor would like a rate like that, especially in a pandemic. Nobody knows what he did, how he did. There's a lot of guesstimates and a lot of, hearsay out there about that. One of the hearsays is that he used records from Galen, which was a Roman uh, doctor who was way ahead of his time in the early first century AD.
You're bald.
uh,
What happened? You feel
but
better?
then again, you have to go to
Did
the
you feel
Justinian
better?
plague
Yeah,
back in
you do. You feel a lot better.
1530 or 530 AD, and it killed over 60 million people in there.
What did you do?
And how did the Justinian plague stop? Nobody knows. But there was a physician there that lived in what you called modern day Turkey, Pergamum, the home base of Galen, by the way, who, according to hearsayers again, used the writings of Galen to wipe the plague in his area. He didn't travel, he just wiped it in his area. He had like Nostradamus, 1,000 years after him, he had a 90% rate of curing people. And that's the way it is. But plagues in the ancient time were known for, oh, you got it for gods under the Black Death of the 1300s. That's what the Catholic Church used to say. And when the people were dying, they would go to their house and put a mark on their house that was a kiss of death. So nobody went to that house. And when the town got dead people in a certain area, they would mark the whole buildings around there. So you see, this is the way it was, Americans. In the ancient times, well, you got your ancient pharaoh like Ramses II under uh, Moses, remember? He got the plagues. But you had plagues in the ancient times even before that. The Sumerians record plagues on them. They record plagues as far back as 400,000 years ago. But the problem was that the people were not tied in to other people like you are today. Sure, the plague went planet wide in the 1300s because the people were going places. And the people used to go places during the Roman Empire. But before that, the plagues were just a certain area because people didn't go anywhere. And this is the problem today with you guys. You have business with China. China does not have the same stringent values as you do, or countries in the Southeast Asia for the most part. Japan is very much modernized, but China is not. Vietnam is not. And yet you have business with them, and that's causing you problems. This is something your civilization is going to have to react and say, what do we go here forward? Anyway, this is your favorite alien in Bubba. Good day.